Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. Welcome to Katie's Bookshelf. I'm here to chat to you about a couple of books today, ones that are in my huge pile of books that I've read for the past couple of months that I need to update you on. So these two are kind of themed together. So can you guess the theme? So we've got Escape to Lilacwell by Sasha Morgan, and we have How to Live in a Van and Travel by Mike Hudson. So can you guess the theme? The big picture that's on the front might give it away. Yeah, so there's a campervan theme on here. So if anyone who knows me, I'm a bit of a campervan fan. I don't have a campervan yet. It's a goal. But we've hired them, and yeah, so it's a dream. So it's one that you'll see occasionally pop up on here as well. So we've got two different types of books. So yes, they're linked by theme, but they're very different books. So I will talk you through those now. If you don't already, just a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel. So any new videos that I upload, you'll get notified of, so you know when there's something new to watch. I do have a few that I need to work my way through. I know I'm not very good at keeping on top of it. I will try better, I promise. So yeah, so subscribe, and remember to like the video and add any comments below. It's nice to hear messages from people on their thoughts of the books. So the first book is a fiction book, and we've got Escape to Lilacwell. So this one is one that I read whilst I was on holiday. It was a easy, quick read, sort of book I wanted. I just finished reading a thriller. In fact, I just finished reading The Last Girl to Die by Helen Field. So that's on one of my other videos I've reviewed. So if you want to find out about that one, do check that video out. But I just finished reading that, and I'd taken a small selection with me on holiday, and I thought, right, I want something that's light and easy to read. And sometimes I'll pick up a book, read a page, I do think this isn't the book for the moment, and I put it back to the pile. I picked this book up, and that was it straight away. Before I knew it, I was about 30 pages in. I was like, yes, this is the book for me for the moment. So it was a nice, light and easy read that you kind of has all the kind of things that you would expect it to have, to give you the warm fuzzy feelings that you need after reading a thriller like that. So I'll read the blurb for you. She wanted an adventure. What she found was so much more. Adira Summers had spontaneously quit her high-flying career as a barrister in London. She needs to escape the rat race, and encouraged by her bohemian gran, had bought a campervan to do so. Taking off for a tour around Britain, disaster strikes early on when her van breaks down outside the quaint village of Lilacwell. But things look up when she meets handsome Jasper, who is visiting to check on his ailing uncle and his crumbling estate, the Laurels. As Adira falls for Lilacwell, she's torn between foregoing her travel plans or continuing with her journey. Jasper must also choose between returning to his job in Dubai or staying for his uncle and Adira. A gorgeous and summery romance. So yeah, it was a really enjoyable book to read. So you follow the character of Adira. She takes the leap to take a year out of work and give up on a career, which was encouraged by her gran, and then with not so much by her mum and her dad, partly. And you've got the interesting dynamic then of her relationship with her gran and her relationship with her mum, really, rather than both parents, but the interesting relationship with her mum. So it follows that and off on her travels, really. So it's nice cozy feels for the lovely setting. It's got a summery feel. So when I say cozy, I don't mean cozy as in sat by a fire with a crackling fire. I mean like cozy as in just the feels that you get, but it's got a lot of summery feels for it. So it's a perfect book for the moment. The weather is kind of looking up. So I'm filming this just before the bank holiday in May, the last bank holiday in May. So we've got looking good weather at the moment. So it's a perfect book for the moment. It's set in a lovely little village with nice characters that she comes across. It's just one of those books that just makes you feel happy, really. There's obviously bits where you think, oh, there's a kind of a mean character in there that you come across that she's you're not sure how it's going to pan out, but I mean everything ends up with a happy ending, and that's what you want from this book. So if that's the sort of book you fancy, then it is available on my website. So if you head to my pre-loved bookshop, the links are on here. It is available, or it is at the moment anyway, whilst filming. So there's that one that's available at the moment. So my next book is my first non-fiction book that I've ever reviewed, actually. So my first non-fiction book that I've ever reviewed. So How to Live in a Van and Travel by Mike Hudson. And some of you might know him as Van Dog Traveller, who's on social media and has documented his travels. There's a little picture of him there. And I'll read the blurb for you. So, imagine being able to live wherever you want, travelling the world with everything you need in your own cosy home on wheels. Living a mobile lifestyle is now more possible than ever before. It's a new option. Forget hostel costs and rent. With a van, you have freedom. It's your home, your transport and your office. You can live and travel wherever you want, and you can do it on a budget. If you're interested in living or travelling in a converted van or vehicle, you probably have a ton of questions. Whether you want to plan a short road trip or start a whole new life on the road, this book will show you how. It doesn't matter what stage you're at, from the casual daydreamer to the person who is their van prepped and ready to go. Read this book today and find out what life on the road is really like. There's another little bit down the bottom here. It says, I quit my job, made my van into my home and set off travelling. That was over 3 years ago and I'm still on the road. Now, this book was published in 2017, so he's been out on the road travelling for quite a long time. So it is a practical guide, really, of how to travel, how to travel and convert your van. Now, I believe he's got another book that covers the whole in detail of converting his van, which he did himself. He practically did the conversions himself. He was not qualified or trained in that area. That's not his area of expertise. He kind of learned as he went along. So there's another book, and I haven't read the other one about the converting van. That's not my area of expertise, and that is not an area I'd be going towards either. But this covers a few other areas. So if I show you the contents page, so you've got details of finding your van, getting it ready, prepping it, the money side of it, toilets and washing, and prepping of food and safety. So he's travelled through many different countries, and he covers the safety really involved when you're travelling out alone. Little details, there's lots of little tips in there. So even if I'd say you'd want to read this if you're interested in campervans. Anyone else wouldn't really find it that interesting, but there's lots of different ways that campervans are used. So you've got people who, like we'd have ours, would just be for going on holidays or breaks. That's what we'd use it for. But then you've also got people who live in their vans. So there's a whole array of tips in there that would suit lots of different people depending on how they use their vans. So there's lots of tips in there. There were some bits in there that I found would be irrelevant for what I'd be interested in, but I read them. I read every single little bit of this book. So it was an interesting read because it's something I'm interested in. Another side of the book as well, I'd say, so as well as the practical tips, there's a lot in there about his and it just kind of comes through. It's his kind of ethos and mentality, his approach to life, which would follow more than being, I'd say, to sum it up, it would be that to have a quality of life is to put value on things that are not money, really. So it's other things, it's experiences, and it's enjoying and living life. So that's the feel that you also get through the book as well. So yeah, so I really enjoyed this book, and I would definitely recommend it to any other campervan enthusiasts. So let me know in the comments below if you've read it. Also, definitely let me know in the comments if you've read any other books that are interesting, and it can be fiction or non-fiction linked to do with campervans as well, because that's something I'd also be interested in hearing about. So yeah, add them to the comments below. thank you for joining me today. It's a short video, so just those two today, but I have got a big backlog. So if you've seen one of my previous videos, you see I've got a big backlog of books that I need to get through that I've read in the past couple of months, and hopefully I'll try and keep on top of that once I've got through them. So I'll try and post a bit more regularly rather than letting them build up. Maybe slow down with my reading. I don't think that's going to happen though. So thanks for joining me. Again, if you don't already, please subscribe to my channel to get notifications. And if you do want this book, the other one isn't available, but this one is on my website. So my pre-loved bookshop is available. If you follow the link somewhere on the page, you can get there to see this book and lots of others that I have available. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.